All right, Mr. Smith, if you'll drop your pants, we'll look under the hood.
All right, Doctor, just be careful. It's my first time.
Okay, just get in here.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
All right, just 1 second. A little deeper. Wait,
What the hell?
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
WMTU, it gets all up in ya.
Welcome back to the Chach Show, where we bring you your weekly update with the most absurd news stories from around the globe. I'm Tony,
I'm RJ.
and it is actually 8:06 a.m. on this Sunday morning. It's a bad sun. It's not good out there this morning.
It really isn't. Last night was like,
Last night was,
it was crazy. It was,
bro. I woke up in like the middle of the night. Right? Well, I didn't sleep at all last night, but that's not. I pulled it unintentional all night.
yeah, heat. Hey, here's the thing.
I don't even know why.
I woke up this morning,
That's the thing, though.
I looked at my phone. That's what you do when you wake up.
Yeah.
First thing I see is Tony's Snapchat story.
2:36. 2:36.
2:36
I'll
a.m.
pull it up. No, I think it was 2:34. I'm gonna pull it up. I have the actual Snapchat story on my phone right now.
And it was just like,
It
was just
I got you. It was at 2:50 a.m.
2:50 a.m.
I posted a screenshot. I was really in a vibe last night.
In
or
a
this
vibe,
morning,
in a
I should
vibe.
say. I was listening to the Lorax theme.
As,
Lorax,
as
no,
one
not
does.
The theme, not the soundtrack.
Okay.
And I was listening to the soundtrack, and the best song came on. How bad can I be?
Okay, that's fair.
You
That's
know?
fair.
And I said, "Y'all just ever."
And at literally 3 a.m.
Y'all just ever like listen to like the greatest soundtrack of all time? Hot take, the Lorax rivals Star Wars as the greatest soundtrack of all time. The Lorax trumps
What do you
the
mean?
Lion King, the Incredibles theme. Lorax beats it all.
I remember at like when I went to summer camp, right?
Yeah.
The playlist that everyone listened to every single morning, like we would, because it was TST, so you worked with, like,
Yeah.
you worked all day pretty much.
Yeah.
You worked in the kitchens and stuff like that, and you got community service
Yeah.
hours. And I remember the playlist that we always played, Moana.
Oh, I worked at a summer camp.
Yes.
Different one than we worked at in high
Okay.
school. Oh, the amount of times I had to play "You're Welcome," and like by like the second week, that's because like when the movie comes out, like all the kids watch it. It's like
Yeah,
Frozen.
yeah.
The summer after Frozen, different story.
Yeah, no. The summer after Frozen, I remember I watched Frozen at least 4 or 5 times, and I've now just forgotten it from my memory.
Yeah, Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1, but that's a whole different story.
I haven't even watched Frozen.
It's
2.
a lot
I
better.
haven't, gotten the.
You haven't gotten into Disney that much.
No.
You binge watched the Car movies. I'm so sorry you had to see Cars 2.
Yeah, it was
was-
unfortunate.
Cars 1 is the best. Like
Yeah.
I watched that movie like 5 times in a row. Like when I was like 8, or not 8. I was like probably 6. Like I'd put that on and it would just be like constant repeat. I don't know what it was.
That's
I
fair.
think it was more of a cargo vroom.
Cargo vroom vroom.
Cargo vroom vroom. So I watch. No, but going back to the whole Moana thing, right?
Okay.
Like the summer after Moana came out
Yes.
that was probably the most. So I hated Frozen without even seeing the movie because I had to listen to the soundtrack for a whole summer.
Yeah.
Moana came out. I saw the movie. I saw the movie before.
Did you see
that
the movie
summer.
in theaters?
No,
Okay, that's what.
but I saw it on DVD or whatever
Yeah.
before.
Oh, back in the day when we had DVD.
Yeah, I didn't have Netflix or anything. So
Okay, yeah.
and this was before Disney Plus. So we're
Okay.
going way back. Like this is
Yeah.
like medieval times.
Okay.
And like I go into work like the very first day with the kids there, and they all want to listen to Moana. I'm like, if this is how this summer is going to be,
It's gonna be truly unfortunate.
like, You're Welcome. Love this song. Great song. It's written by the same guy who wrote Hamilton.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. But
Manuel.
It's
It's
oh,
Manuel.
Oh, I don't know. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. It's the same guy. We're
Yeah.
picturing the
I
same
got you.
guy.
I got you.
Yeah. A ham.
And ham.
A dot ham. No. It's a great song. But I memorized that entire song and I could probably still recite it. Especially the rap part.
Yeah.
'Cause, like second weekend, I knew the entire rap part. All the kids wanted to hear is the rap part.
I remember when I was volunteering at like my elementary school watching kids after school, and it was like not the greatest day outside, so they like put on a
Yeah,
movie in the gym,
yeah.
blah blah blah, and it was Moana. And I remember sitting down on the bleachers in between like two kids, and it's just like the entire movie. I think I lost hearing in both ears because they were just screaming the entire movie. They knew
Moana?
every single line. Yeah.
Moana.
And it
Like,
was like it was just
It's a good movie.
it's a good movie, but it's not like the movie that you like know all the
Like,
lines to.
It doesn't compare to anything we grew up with, like Nemo, Cars, Lion King, Jungle. I grew up with Jungle Book, so Jungle Book, in my opinion, Jungle Book is also up there with the top movie
Okay.
soundtracks, in my opinion. Because
Okay.
you got the Bare Necessities, the Elephant Song, and the Bare Necessities.
Can we just agree on something real quick?
What?
The plot for Moana and Frozen?
No. You're
All
thinking
right.
of Lion King and Frozen.
No, Moana and Frozen.
They're
Like,
different.
If you look at it, it's think about it. It's a princess
Yeah.
who goes off on her own
Yeah.
because she's frustrated with like her life where she is. And like she goes off, finds out she has powers and saves the world.
But then you take Frozen and put it against Lion King. You got like some hair, whatever,
Okay.
like banished from their kingdom because Elsa had the powers and Simba was like accused of killing his dad, and then he goes, it was like, yo,
I don't know the entire plot of Lion King. to be
I've watched like 3/4 of it. I've never actually made my way through the whole movie, which is apparently a cardinal sin to some people. But I've
Okay.
never,
looks like I'll be watching Lion King later.
I know I've never made it through the whole movie. Like back at my old summer job, like I used to get into fights with coworkers about saying how The Lion King did not live up to the hype. It's not good. Like, okay, it's a good movie, right?
Yeah.
It's a tearjerker as soon as like Mufasa dies or whatever his name is, but it's not that good. That is the only good part.
Yeah.
Other than Hakuna Matata and Mufasa dying, cannot name you a single
Okay, here's the
good
thing.
part.
You can be. I will say this: you can't listen to
Hakuna Matata.
without smiling. You can't listen to it without smiling.
It's just like saying the word bubbles. You can't say
Yeah,
bubbles mad.
yeah.
Bubbles. I can't.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. No. But anyway, back to the Lorax. The Lorax is honestly one of the best movies.
I've seen the Lorax. Yeah.
The Lorax is good.
Movie. That was a
It's
movie.
good.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's good. Like,
Wait, which one? Isn't there multiple?
is there multiple?
I don't
just know
know.
the one that was released.
The
I
cart.
don't know.
Yeah.
The cartoon one.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
We're
in like the Planet of the Tree and
Yeah, like out of all the Dr. Seuss movies that have been made, or Dr. Seuss books that have been made into movies, isn't the Lorax? The Lorax is Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
No. You know, the Lorax is number 2 for Dr. Seuss movies.
I'm so sorry to every single one of our listeners because you know.
RJ's uncultured.
Yes, and Tony's also very sleep deprived at the moment.
Yeah, so right now
So-
I'm just gonna go off on Lorax. No, but yeah, no, Lorax is number 2, in my opinion, after Grinch. The Grinch is the best Dr. Seuss movie.
Yeah,
I don't know. The Real Life Cat in the Hat.
that was so creepy. I remember watching that and I was terrified. Ugh.
I don't know, man. Like that, the Real Life Cat in the Hat. I think really nailed it.
Yeah.
I think that definitely didn't give any kids nightmares at all.
I had nightmares.
That was sarcasm.
I know. I
Yeah.
just want the preference.
I've never even seen the movie.
No,
Saw one picture of the cat. If I was waiting,
The Cat in the Hat reminds me of the Cat movie. Do you remember when that came out with like all the famous stars?
who was
there?
in it? Wasn't James Corden in it?
James Corden. I think Taylor Swift was in it.
How?
I don't know. It just wasn't good.
I feel like if I was whoever played the Cat in the Hat, right? Whoever played the Cat in the Hat in that movie, whoever played that, if I'm waiting in line for the premiere for the cast,
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking out. I walk down the red carpet, see the movie poster, walk the exact other way. There is no way I'm sitting through that movie. I don't even need to know what the movie's about.
Let's see if I can.
Are you
find-
seeing who plays?
Mike Myers?
Who's that?
He's
Should I know who that is?
he's a very famous actor.
But like, what has he played? If you-
Austin Powers.
Never seen it.
Have you ever seen
Is that
like
it?
the Bugs Bunny movie.
No. I know who Bugs Bunny is. I know Looney
Okay.
Tunes. Never
Yeah,
seen the movie.
he played Austin Powers.
He played like actual Austin Powers.
He played Austin Powers, and then he voiced in Shrek.
Who do you voice in Shrek? Give me a character.
I think he voiced Shrek.
Oh, did he actually?
I could be I don't know. It's a lot of.
There's a lot of words there, RJ.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning. You don't need to. Yeah, I'm not gonna put you through reading all that at
Yeah, can you see
8:16.
this?
That's a lot of words and in very small font from here.
I think he voiced Shrek though.
Probably. Honestly, that sounds right. Are we gonna be a film review show now?
Yeah, he voiced Shrek. Okay, so
Okay, so that gives me a voice.
Yes.
But like I'm guessing without like the Scottish accent. I don't know why I did that.
Scottish
Yeah,
accent.
without that, I don't even know if it's Scottish.
I can. Yeah.
But-
He's also on Saturday Night Live.
Like, did he host it?
I think he. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Honestly,
Yeah.
nah.
Okay.
That all stemmed from me listening to the Lorax
At 3 a.m.
at 3 a.m. Which no regrets.
No regrets.
No
That's
regrets.
Fair. That's fair.
Put me in a Snickers commercial. I'll be the no regrets guy.
Okay.
I'll just have a film crew in my room at 3 a.m. while I'm blasting the Lorax. Moving on. Moving on to the Michigan Tech campus update. We're currently in health and safety level 3 for this next, I guess I should say 2 weeks if you're staying over break.
Not even 2 weeks.
Oh,
November 23rd.
that's 2 weeks.
November 23rd is.
Or is that in a week?
Yeah, that's a week. That's literally a week.
Oh,
from
that
tomorrow.
okay. So it literally starts the week of Thanksgiving. That's my
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, we're in health and safety level 3, which is 2 times we said it correctly today. It's 2 on the counter, which we don't have yet. So like we've been for the past 2 months, 3 months.
Less. I mean, because we had that one.
We had that one stint where
It went up to level 4.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean honestly,
Which was. It started right before. We've had 2.
it was like
3.
because
Yeah,
I had a PE class and it was literally like right in the middle of the first track of PE.
Yeah, no, and it was. Remember, we had the one canceled show.
Yeah, so like October.
Yeah.
It was the second week of our show.
Yeah, second week show.
It was so October like 14th,
something like that.
8th maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking. The 11th.
Okay.
So the week of the 4th to the 11th, both
Yeah.
of those weeks were health and safety level 4. But we're moving back to there as of November 23rd. So all classes will be moved to online on the break, I should say, excluding some enterprises, senior design classes, and graduate level courses. Can't talk right now. No, but my classes have been mostly online. Like all my professors moved my classes online at this point.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
Well, obviously, except my PE class. And
Yeah.
I think my calc is still in person, but like
I know
nobody
calc
goes
is.
to it because it's like, why would you?
Yeah,
It's
same.
at 10 a.m. Nobody wants to get out of bed at that early.
Yeah, I know. Like my engineering class moved. Everything moved online except for calc and my
Well, I should say optional.
optional. And then global issues. Like he was like, yeah, I'm no longer coming in, but you can go in and use the room.
Wait, what? Like what?
He was like, yeah, I'm not. I'm just staying in my office because like.
So basically, if you want to get away from your roommate for an hour,
Yeah,
go
you
to
can-
my classroom.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
which is kind of nice.
Fair
not
enough.
gonna
Fair
lie.
enough. Because everybody got moved pretty much to online or optional.
Yeah, and then I know
So-
my labs were all canceled,
Yeah.
or they're gonna be online or whatever, which is fine by
mean-
me.
My labs have always been online.
Yeah, I'm moving home, so.
Yeah. Speaking of moving home, actually, the president of Michigan Tech, Richard J. Kubek, I think is how you say his name. I should probably know that.
Yeah.
Has asked that if you are returning home for Thanksgiving break to not come back to limit the spread of COVID. That's probably just being redundant, honestly, in my opinion. I'm being straight honest with you.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if it's back to health and safety level 4, you're gonna be in your room. But like at the same time, if you have in-person classes, like you have to come back.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like it doesn't bother me. Like you'll be
yeah.
home for 2 months, get better food. Shout out, Mama Slate.
Shout out, mom. Hi, mom.
Hi, Mom.
I'm on radio.
we get some good food.
Actual food. Not breakfast.
Yeah, I get
not breakfast pizza with questionable sauce on
I
it.
think I told you this. My parents are like, yeah, you can have the entire basement to yourself. So
You didn't
moving
tell me that. I'm jealous.
I'm
I mean,
like-
I pretty much have that in my house anyway.
Yeah, so I'm moving down to the basement when I get back. That's gonna be kind of nice.
Like full on bedroom and everything.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I actually have to walk upstairs to my bedroom.
Um,
Are you one of those kids that got like their computer in their room? Like as soon as you got your own personal computer, your PC.
No, I've never had a PC. I've always had laptops.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, were you one of those kids that had like the laptop or like the computer or whatever in your room?
Well, I told you I never played.
Well, yeah, but did you have like a full on desk in your room?
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
yeah. I had a desk in my room. Well, here's the thing. My desk was always full of stuff because, like, it's a place to throw stuff, and I just throw stuff on my desk that my laptop couldn't fit on top of my desk half the time. So I'd just work on like the ground, or I'd work on my bed or downstairs.
The one thing that doesn't move is my laptop and monitor and keyboard and mouse. Only things that don't move. Everything else, like I've had a full on keyboard on my desk, right? But like my desk is a full on table down in our basement, right? So like I'll have a keyboard next to it. Like I've moved that so many times up and downstairs.
Yeah.
Just because like piano. Why not?
Yeah.
Give me a piano downstairs. I don't care. But no, it's like the only thing that's not moving. You can't touch my laptop. You can't touch my monitor, my keyboard, or my mouse.
Yeah, my sister, due to COVID, because she's like, her high school went online and stuff like that. So my parents have made like the downstairs a place for her to study and stuff like that, and have friends over and they can work on.
That's
stuff
probably
like
how
that.
it's gonna be for a while, honestly.
Yeah, and so
You're gonna need like a full on space. You like parents have an office for where they do work.
Yeah.
You're now going to need like offices for your kids at this point.
Because here's the thing.
'Cause nobody
there's
knows
like
when this is
there's
gonna-
I know there's studies that say that like if you're in your room 24/7 doing work, like that's not good.
No, you're not. First of all, you're not getting vitamin D.
Yeah.
Which is like essential because it's sunlight, and sunlight's kind of good,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe some people don't need sunlight. But like, you need also human interaction and social interaction. If you're sitting in your room 24/7,
Yeah.
you're not getting that.
What I mean, even now today, like it's weird because you can have like those conversations with people through like FaceTime, Discord, Zoom, and like
Do you remember when everyone used Skype? Do you remember Skype?
I remember Skype. No, I still have. There's still people that use Skype. I know
People still use Skype?
'Cause-
Actually, no. I know someone that uses Skype.
because Spring Hill, when you do your interview, they use Skype.
They
didn't
used to use Skype.
They still do. It says on their application like
I
Google
used
Call.
Zoom.
You used Zoom.
I got Zoom.
Oh, they might have switched
For
but
mine, this
For
year.
mine, for mine, it was a phone call.
Oh, mine was so last year. My first year that I worked there was FaceTime.
Yes.
I FaceTime someone.
Yeah.
And then this year was Zoom.
Okay.
People still use Skype though.
Yeah, someone because they said on their
That's like
thing-
2013.
yeah.
That is so old.
Yeah,
I
they-
remember talking to friends in middle school on Skype.
Yeah, that actually no. Skype came in clutch because I used to spend like hours FaceTiming people, and like you just use Skype and then you can FaceTime multiple people.
Oh
It used to
yeah,
be-
because
it
I
used-
guess FaceTime didn't use
Yeah.
FaceTime. You couldn't use. You used to be able to not
Yeah.
do multiple people, and
Yeah.
like
Or you use
Yeah.
Google Meets and stuff like that.
using Google Meets is so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I don't know what it is. Like from one of my classes, I'm like required to like go to the multi-literacy center for like,
Okay.
one-on-one like writing stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
grade.
Yeah,
I
I
have
got
to
you.
do.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So like, I'm signed up with something to where everything is sent to my personal email.
oh, that's unfortunate.
So then I have to copy the link into my actual
Mhm.
like Michigan Tech email. So whenever I go into my Google Calendars, like it defaults me to my personal email. So when I try to click the link, nothing shows up because it's only set to my Michigan Tech.
Yeah.
So I'm wasted like 10 minutes already trying to figure out why I can't get into the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at this point I figured it out, but like the first couple times, like, why can't I get in?
Yeah, that's the same thing they have it at my school. It was like, here's the one thing that was so frustrating when I was like finishing high school. They put us online. You go to optional hours with teachers and stuff like that. Some teachers
Wait,
use-
do you have required learning?
No, we didn't.
Your
Have
senior
a
year?
line.
I didn't
No,
either. Okay.
I didn't.
Imagine it. I know people who I like brag to my friends at like rival schools. I'd be like, "You guys have to go to school. I don't, because it's
No-
not because I'm a senior. It's because Lake Orion just didn't."
Well, if you're a public school, you can't force someone to go to online school. Just that used to be a law, just because.
Well, we
some
talked
people-
about that a few
yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
someone in California got truancy and almost
Yeah.
went to jail for it.
Yeah, and so for me, like some teachers would do Google Meet, some teachers would use Zoom. It was just so annoying to try to figure.
It wasn't a set platform.
Yeah, it wasn't a set platform, so it was so hard to figure out what you were supposed to go on.
Really?
And at this point, like I had moved away and I was living at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And so like I was like it would be like 10 a.m. and I would have like a class or whatever, like an optional class that I could go to, and I would just go because like
I went just because like I had nothing better to do. Like,
yeah, and
I'm
I was
sitting at home,
and half the time like no one was in there, so you just talked to the teachers.
like you didn't even learn stuff. You literally just had a conversation.
Yeah,
It was honestly, it was. I didn't have a problem with
I had a teacher named Bougie, and
Bougie?
Bougie, bad and Bougie.
that and bougie. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
And so we all call him Booge and stuff like that. And
Bouge.
so like I'd go to his Zoom class. He was my engineering teacher, and we just goof around for a while. I think like 5 or 6 people would get kicked out in like the time period because they would take it too far, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I gotta kick you out now."
Wow. Did not pass the vibe check
Did
on that
not
one.
pass the vibe check.
No, yeah. Nah, I low key. I kind of want to crash. One of my old high school teachers.
I do too.
They use Teams.
These teams.
Yeah, I hate Teams.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we don't. I'll never have to use Teams again. Hopefully.
Facts.
All right, moving on from old high school banter. COVID stats, obviously, that's a big thing.
Yes.
You know, so Michigan Tech is up from 31 last week. We're now up to 35 in the last 2 weeks, which is only really 4 in the past week, if you think about
Which
it.
isn't bad.
It's not bad. Like an extra 4, like hopefully it goes down. when
Yeah, well, everyone
leaves.
goes-
Everyone's gonna leave, so
Yeah, he's probably.
well, no, because they're gonna do the free testing this week.
Yeah, I'm getting. Are you getting tested?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting tested like Wednesday or something.
Yeah. I don't know when day I'm going. I have to.
Yeah, I would call it in like set appointments. So you're not
Yeah.
like going in and there's
Yeah.
gonna be a huge line or whatever.
No, but hopefully it goes down when everyone leaves. Obviously it will, but like statewide, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But like I actually took time to look at the MTU Flex, the stats.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah,
like
it
I
is.
usually just go down to like, okay, what is the number for the last 2 weeks? And like it's at the very bottom. I actually took time to scroll through all the numbers. Like it's confusing. Like you got stuff for detection with like the 1 in 5 like cases where they take 5 cases and they see if there's COVID in it.
Yeah.
But it is confusing. There's like a lot of percentages and like I wasn't gonna try to decipher what any of it means. Are you looking at it now?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. National cases though. Moving on from Michigan
Yeah,
Tech
yeah, yeah.
because you're gonna look at that and it's confusing for me.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
It's confusing for me. National cases. We've broken 10 million. Did we break 10 million last week? I don't think we did.
I think
no. We
yeah,
were
we
shocked that we didn't.
Yeah, we were at 9 million.
We were
at
expected
9 million.
We were expected to do 10 million last week. We did 10 million this week though. 10,690,665 cases nationwide, with a cumulative 243,580 deaths. The death rate has been, I think, it's been slowing down.
Yes, it has.
The death rate's been slowing down. The infection rate's still going up, but the death rate has been going down, which
well, is
a good thing. It's a silver lining.
there's a 90% like good like drug that they've now. Like,
Oh yeah, they
moved
just
on.
released a vaccine.
Yeah. Well, no, it hasn't been released yet because they still need to do some final tests.
It's like Pfizer. I think it's Pfizer.
yeah, but it's like 90% effective,
Yeah.
which is like.
Is that a
very good.
vaccine or is it a?
It's a vaccine.
Or
Well,
is
it's not.
it
It's
a-
not. It's like it's a drug to help you get over COVID faster.
So you get COVID and then you take the drug.
yeah, I think so. I haven't.
So
I haven't read personally
What's
in
the,
it, so I don't really know.
what's the name for that?
I think it's an antidote.
An antidote.
Antidote.
It's not a. Well, it's an antibody, but
Yeah.
it's like.
I don't know the exact.
What's the word? Why am I blanking on?
I don't know, but I don't know the exact details, so I don't want to say something wrong. But yeah, but it's like
Look it up. It's Pfizer.
Yeah.
Pfizer's a big medical company.
Yeah.
They've been in the news lately. But more sad news. Apparently, honestly, we started out really good with the Lorax.
Yeah.
And we started talking about COVID, and it went downhill fast.
yeah,
And now we're talking about Alex Trebek. I'm sure by now everyone's heard Alex Trebek, the host of Jeopardy, one of the best TV shows of all time,
facts.
has passed away at the age of 80 this past week. Sad.
And it's one of those things like he pre-recorded a bunch of shows and he asked before he died that they release them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So they're gonna.
He liked the show. Like he wasn't one of those TV show hosts where it's like in my opinion, Steve Harvey's a horrible host. He's
Yeah.
so sick of Family Feud. If you watch,
Yeah.
he's so sick of it. Like Alex Trebek, like genuinely enjoyed doing
I had
Jeopardy.
there was a teacher at my high school that competed on Jeopardy,
Really?
and he met Alex Trebek, and he mentioned a few times just how genuine the dude is.
You know, one of my friends from middle school like almost got into like the teen Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Like she almost got there.
Yeah.
Like she was in like the screening phases and everything. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, too bad.
But yeah, it's just sad news. And like
The best part about Alex Trebek though was when like someone would get some really stupid question wrong. His signature, like, no. His no was honestly one of the best things ever.
Yeah. And like it's just this is just sad news for everyone.
Yeah.
Praying for his family.
Yeah,
and everything.
it's genuinely like a big loss. He was Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, Trebek is a very Canadian.
I guess that's French Canadian.
it's
Yeah?
French Canadian, yeah.
That makes sense then. I guess I never put those two together
Yeah.
until like the NHL Instagram was like, hey, Alex Trebek is dead. He was a major hockey dude because he was from Canada. Mm-hmm. He was from Ottawa, actually. Fun
Ottawa.
fact.
Okay. Yeah.
He's I only know that because he did something in the draft.
Yeah. Okay.
just a casual hockey fan. Moving on, we're gonna move on to the news, the actual news this morning. Up next, we got your fricked up Florida moment. What is the new fad in alcohol, and your idiot of the week? All up next on your weekly update, brought to you by two absolute Chaches.
Events, productions, technology, broadcasting. Long ago, the four departments lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the technology department attacked. Only the general manager, master of all four departments, could stop them. When the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new general manager, a broadcaster named Sullivan. And although his broadcasting skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Sullivan can save the station.
What did I just witness?
You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
That
There's
is
nothing wrong with that.
That is an absolute sin on my part. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I have
Tony,
a Gatorade bottle, right?
Yes, he has a Gatorade bottle. You know the ones that squirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Never
just,
say that again.
He just
Never.
unscrewed.
You unscrew the top so you can actually drink the water.
You just spray it in your mouth. You get the same amount of water. No,
you don't.
And it's more
You
controlled.
don't get the satisfaction of drinking water.
So you just still pour.
No.
That's why they're designed like that.
Well, obviously, but like that's for like sports. Like if you're in sports, you don't want to like. I've watched this. I wash it.
It's just weird.
You don't get the satisfaction of the water if you don't.
You know what's even weirder is when you see the people that bite on it. You ever seen that? Like they
They just like suck on it.
yeah, they suck on it.
That's so weird. It's like you're defeating the purpose.
Yes.
Don't even say I was defeating the purpose because I was drinking it like a normal human would.
No,
drink
that's
water.
just weird. That's not how you drink it.
No, it's totally normal.
You're weird.
You're weird. Up first, we got your fricked up Florida moment of the week. A Florida man has been arrested after shooting one of his best friends after doing some of the good. I didn't open the links before we started. This is gonna be bad. I totally forgot to do this. So, yeah. Moving on to the article. A Florida man shot a friend he was doing drugs with during an argument, then stashed a sawed-off shotgun at a home and told the residents where he was borrowing their car, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Deputies said the victim and his girlfriend went to 48-year-old Clyde Burton Davis's home in
What a
Lakeland
name.
around 2 p.m. Tuesday to do drugs, and at some point, the victim and Davis got into an argument that resulted in Davis shooting the man in the chest. Records show that after the shooting, Davis went to a home where some of his acquaintances, that's a hard word, live, and left the sawed-off shotgun there and said he was borrowing their Hyundai and would be back with it later. A 911 call came in around 8 p.m. Tuesday from a couple who said Davis had parked the stolen Hyundai in their driveway and was sleeping inside, according to a news release. Davis was arrested at that address. Deputies said they searched Davis's home and found meth, heroin, digital scales, baggies, syringes, a meth pipe, and shotgun shells. His wife is facing charges of possession of meth and paraphernalia, possession of heroin, and maintaining a residence for drug use. They sound like they should be in Oregon.
What? Just
The article, the one thing I proofread this article, right, which is
Yeah.
something I rarely do for this show.
Yeah.
I rarely proofread the articles, but this is just like drugs. You see drugs as a headline, you have to read it. That's just my take. But what's funny is that they don't talk about what drugs were used until the very end, and they just lay it on you.
They just
They don't
lay
just
it.
they don't just say, Davis shot a man after doing meth. No, they go drugs, drugs, drugs.
the best part.
And then they go meth, heroin, digital scales, baggies, syringes, a meth pipe, and shotgun shells.
The best part is like on the thing whenever they say borrowing the car, it's in like asterisks.
Yeah, borrowing.
Borrowing.
You think he just goes up and air quotes be like, "Hey, can I borrow your Honda?"
No, the best thing is like, okay, I don't know if you know what a sawed-off shotgun is, but
Oh yeah, I know what a sawed-off shotgun is.
I think it's like half. Okay,
It's like this big.
it's like this
That's like a
big.
foot and a half long.
Yeah.
Bang.
Oh my.
Wait, where did he say he stashed it? Did he stash it
He just
in the
stashed
home?
it at the home that he stole the Hyundai from.
All right, listen, RJ. I'm gonna go shoot my best friend. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
This is all hypothetically.
Yes.
I'm gonna go shoot my best friend, but hear me out. I'm gonna trade you the murder weapon, or not the murder weapon. I don't think he died, did he?
I don't know, but still.
It doesn't say if he died, so I don't think it says the name of his drug friend.
No, he died. It's the second. Oh no, it's of attempted second-degree murder. So yeah, he did.
Okay,
die.
so he died. Unfortunately.
No, he didn't die.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, attempted.
Attempted.
That's good. That's good.
that's good.
That's a plus. I'm gonna trade you the almost murder weapon for your nice Hyundai sedan.
The best part is a Hyundai.
There's a Honda. No, that's not a Honda ad. Unless it is for you.
It is a Hyundai. It is a Hyundai ad.
That's how you get that marketing. That's
how you get that marketing.
Genius level marketing on
Marketing.
Hyundai.
Marketing at its finest.
Like Chad from business. Chad with his business degree, killing it right now.
Killing it.
Big props to Hyundai for this ad. No, but like, what a trade.
What an absolute trade.
But he ruined it. He goes and hides in a different driveway. Why didn't he just? Why didn't? Oh, you know what he should have done, RJ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he should have done.
What?
He should have gave them the shot or stashed the shotgun. Right?
Yes.
Criminal advice 101 here. Stash the shotgun. Borrow the car. Go out for a few hours. Like try to run from the police. Then go back.
The victim is still in the hospital in critical condition.
Oh, I mean he's alive.
He's alive, and like I pulled up because you can pull up court details.
Yeah.
If it's public, and like they've already like gone to trial and all. Yeah. So continue. Sorry.
No, but this is recent. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, but he should have came. Or he should have gone out for a couple hours, with the car. Then come back, hide in the trunk, and slept in the trunk.
Have you ever slept in the trunk of a car?
I have.
It is very comfortable.
Depends on the car. Depends on the car.
I remember like back in high school, like I would take a nap during my car if we had an assembly or something. You just take a nap in your car.
You just walk out to your car.
No, I'd get my parents to sign me out. The best thing was we had a.
RJ, that's like illegal.
No, my parents would just sign me on. I just go get food or whatever, and then come back and just sleep in my car until the assembly was over, then go back in.
You came back.
I did come
In
back.
air quotes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, I actually came back.
Really?
Yeah, because I had like my two hardest classes were my last 2 hours.
That's
like,
why you don't come back and you just say if there's a test, you just miss the test and you take it the next day.
Nah.
Not that I ever did that.
Nah, like I actually like needed to be there to be honest. There was one time I was like chilling in my car eating and like my school's like officer came by.
So you just dove into your trunk.
No, he came by and he was like, "What are you doing in the parking lot?" I was like, "Well, I'm eating." And he's like, "Well, if you're signed out, you can't be on the school parking lot." And I was like, "Okay." So I went I went out of my school, went across the street, and just sat in my car at like the music store across the street, and just sat there.
That's intimidation on me right there.
And the best thing is like the music store was like up a hill, so I was looking down at the parking lot. and I
So
could
when
see
you
the-
say you're signed out, does that mean you can't be on the school's property? You can't be on any of the district's property?
I don't think I can be on any of the district's property.
Really?
Actually, no, that's a lie because my parents. Here's the thing, the school like took away
I'm
the.
gonna do it again. I'm gonna drink.
So,
I'm gonna drink from my water bottle.
I did like tech theater in high school, and I would go to the middle school and help with their shows if they had something, blah blah blah. and the school like wouldn't let the tech director sign us out. So my
Why?
parents like had to sign us out, and then we'd go to the middle school and work there for 3 hours and come back
Why
twice.
couldn't you just classify it as a field trip?
Yeah, but they still wouldn't do it. It was really annoying.
Well, if it's a field trip, you don't have to be signed out for it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let the teacher like sign us out. I don't know. It was just confusing. And
That's so weird.
yeah, but it was fine.
Your school's on some other stuff right now.
Honestly, my school cared more about catching people with vapes than they did about our actual
So did
education.
every high school. So did every high
Here's the
school.
thing. I will say though that the high school like prepared me for college and all that because like it was a very
By avoiding public bathrooms because you know there's going to be people vaping in there.
facts and but like at the same time like the administration just wasn't good.
If you went to a high school, I'm gonna put this out there. If anyone's honestly, if you went to a high school and your bathroom didn't smell like mango, mint, or strawberry, tweet us.
Yes.
Tweet us or email us.
Actually tweet
At
us.
Chach_MTU on Twitter. Chach Show. What's our email? I should know this. I'm gonna pull it up.
It's on our Twitter.
It's on our Twitter. Tweet us at Chach_MTU. Tell us if your high school bathrooms did not smell like mango, mint, or
Yeah,
any kind of other jewel pod.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. Like,
Bro, I wanted to do the Halo thing in high school so badly.
what's the Halo thing?
The Halo theme? Because, bathrooms have, great acoustics and all
Oh
that.
yeah. Where
So you get, 20 guys, before COVID, of course.
yes, as you.
20 guys in a bathroom, and you just start singing the Halo theme.
I remember. Okay, do you remember the She Shanty songs like the "What Are You Gonna Do with a Drunken Sailor"?
Yeah.
So I want you to imagine this.
yeah.
TST.
Yeah.
Lars.
Group of high schoolers.
What group of high schoolers? Lars is our counselor.
Yeah.
You know Lars. No one else knows Lars. I'm sorry. And then we had a 19-year-old kid as our other counselor, and we were all 17, 16-year-olds. We're in the showers, wearing bathing suits because we had to take a group. We had to take.
That's not weird.
We had to take a shower before our banquet or whatever. So we're in the showers, and all of us just start singing that song, belting it, yelling.
Well, it's a
it.
great song.
It's a
Sea
great
shanties
song.
are a bob.
And I look out the door, and my counselor's on the floor laughing.
Well, it's a great song. First of all, you wouldn't expect high schoolers to know a sea shanty.
Yeah, and then
About a drunken sailor,
and then
first of
one
all.
of and then he just goes, "Yeah, you guys probably shouldn't be singing that at a Christian.
This is a church camp.
It's a church camp." But the entire week we'd be singing that song. It was just bad. No, Lars wasn't our count. Was it?
It was someone.
Yeah, I don't think it was Lars.
Anyways, moving on from the whole, we ended up talking about sea shanties.
Yes.
We're going off on a lot of tangents today.
It's just one of those days.
It's one of those days. Moving on, we all know the pandemic has put a lot of stress on multiple
Yes.
people, and those. I didn't put a link for this. I forgot the link.
That's fair.
I made this very late last night. Not during my sleep deprivation stage, but my very tired and wanting to go to bed stage. So Tesla has made a tequila, and it sold out in hours. You get those wellness checks, right? Or
Yes,
the
yes,
bonus checks
Yes.
from the
Which mine
government.
still haven't come in.
But they're you get a lot of money, right?
Yes, you get a
You're
good
getting
chunk
a
of money.
lot of money for sitting at home during the pandemic. So you take $250 of that. And you give it
$250?
$250.
$250?
$250. Look at this bottle of tequila.
Okay,
It's
that's-
in the shape of a lightning bolt, RJ.
okay. Here's the thing.
This is some fine tequila.
Is it better than what's the trashy tequila?
Oh,
I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know tequila.
I don't know either, but I just know everyone roasts it. Oh no, that's vodka. Never mind.
Smirnoff?
Smirnoff.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Everyone knows Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Smirnoff. I don't care if you drink or not. Smirnoff. You know Smirnoff.
Yeah, you know Smirnoff.
You know Smirnoff. So Tesla Incorporated Chief Executive Officer. That's a long title.
That is a very long title.
Big Elon Musk made good on his promise to sell Tesla tequila 2 years after teasing the plan in a tweet. So apparently he tweeted about this
Of course he did.
2 years ago. Didn't he? 2 years ago, didn't he also tweet about getting an underground railroad for LA?
He's working on it though.
Is he actually working on it?
They're literally working on it right now, just because
Yeah.
everything's shut down.
What about the space program? I think
They're still working
I
on it.
heard more about the space program than the actual underground stuff.
Yeah, no, they're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
There was photos released the other day. They're
really?
working on it.
Pictures revealed a sleek lightning bolt shaped bottle, a lot different than what Musk teased when he touted the tequila. The Silicon Valley billionaire is no stranger to selling quirky products and limited one-time sales. He sold flamethrowers at $500 a piece in 2018, raising $10 million for his high-speed tunnel. Speaking of which, his high-speed tunnel underneath LA. Musk has also sold 50,000 Boring Company hats.
I really
Seriously.
want one of those hats.
I've never seen one. Are you gonna hold the picture?
Yeah, I'll show you.
We'll tweet out the picture of the tequila bottle after the show. But this is like, if I were to spend $250 on alcohol, I wouldn't drink from this bottle. I would cherish this bottle for the life of me. Is it a boring hat?
It just says the Boring Company.
Is that like
That's-
a nickname for Tesla?
No, that's his. So he has multiple companies, and he has
does?
he has he has Tesla,
Yeah.
then he has SpaceX, he has the Boring Company, and then some other things too. But the Boring Company is the one that made the flamethrower. He was
Oh,
selling,
yeah,
he was
yeah,
selling
yeah.
bricks for a while.
Just bricks.
Bricks.
Just standard bricks.
Because what he figured out was when he dug the tunnels in LA. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, you get a lot of material.
You get a lot of material, and he makes these bricks that are like very indestructible, like more indestructible.
like cinder
than-
block?
Yeah, like stronger than cinder blocks, and cheaper than cinder block.
Cinder blocks.
It's one of those mornings.
Say it with me now. Cinder blocks. There we go.
But so like he was selling those, and I think they're like they make a good chunk of money. Like,
Oh,
honestly.
I'm sure. It's Elon Musk. Honestly, Elon Musk could sell the most generic thing, like bricks, and make billions of dollars off it just based because he is Elon Musk. I stand by that.
The Boring Company is also the people that are making the tunnel.
Well, yeah, I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Elon Musk could sell pencils for millions of dollars. If he can sell a bottle of tequila, probably the most generic tequila anyone's ever had, because it's in the shape of a lightning bolt, he can make millions off of anything.
Yeah.
And this stuff sold out within hours, like I said. Like, this stuff was not like, oh, Elon Musk made a tequila in the shape of a lightning bolt. No, this stuff sold out quick.
Yeah.
People have too much money and too much time on their days.
Yeah, and like they're the company that made like the flamethrowers, and like they're no longer selling them because like they're
I understand the flamethrowers,
yeah.
because flamethrowers are flamethrowers.
Mm-hmm.
Tequila, though?
Hey, there's job openings for the Boring Company.
Oh, cool. I'm going to go make flamethrowers. Either flamethrowers or tequila. Hey, little Johnny, what do you want to do with your life? Oh, I want to go make tequila and flamethrowers with Elon Musk.
I have a question. As Little Johnny, because you do this voice every single show.
I love little Johnny.
Is Little Johnny like your alter ego
Yes.
that you want to talk about?
Yes, little Johnny's like what I would answer to literally every question. If I was a kid, that is how I would answer it. I would say, if I knew who Elon Musk was at 6 years old and making fire and flamethrowers, I would 100% be, yeah, I would 100% go make flamethrowers with Elon Musk. That would be my goal as a kid. That should be every kid's goal. Making flamethrowers with Elon Musk, and I live by that.
Only you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
Anyways.
I would love to have a flamethrower growing up.
Oh,
but,
100%.
You know, it just end badly. You couldn't make one because
You can make one.
You know, flamethrowers.
Propane.
Yeah, no, the flamethrowers are just propane tanks attached to a.
A match.
Well, no, it's a weed killer.
Well, yeah, it's a gas.
They can get from Home Depot for like $20.
Yeah, but you need a source of flame, and it just goes whoosh.
Yeah.
You get flame.
Yeah. We're making.
Well, we have 2 months of break coming up, so we're gonna
see,
come back to Michigan Tech with flamethrowers. I didn't see a no flamethrower rule,
I did not see. Let's go.
and technically they're not technically weapons because it's not an actual flamethrower. Because
That's
on the
facts.
Boring Company it says not a flamethrower. So as long as we put that disclaimer in bright yellow letters,
It's not a flamethrower.
it's not a flamethrower. It's not a weapon. I don't see why we can't have it on campus.
Facts.
I don't see why.
Just like a candy.
We're gonna have
launcher.
public safety knocking at our door today.
I know. I'm scared.
We're gonna get
Have you ever
reported.
seen those things? They're like the public safety officers. Some of them are massive.
They're
and
huge. They're hunks.
They're hunks.
Absolute chachas.
Absolutely.
Absolute chachas. Moving on from Tesla tequila. That's a fun thing to say, honestly. A Georgia woman has clucked up. I'm hilarious. A Georgia woman was arrested for posing as an FBI agent as she was trying to order some Chick-fil-A. Now, RJ, you have
Great.
on a scale from 1 to like 10, how bad would you say your obsession with Chick-fil-A is?
It's like a 9.
No, I'd say like a 12.
Yeah, I really like Chick-fil-A.
A Georgia woman was jailed last week after allegedly posing as an FBI agent in repeated attempts to get a free meal at Chick-fil-A. Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Rockmore police charged Kimberly Ragsdale, 47, on Thursday for impersonating a public officer after her half-baked efforts, according to an arrest report obtained by news outlets. She is about 47 miles northwest of Atlanta. Very specific details there. We need to know where she is.
Yeah, exactly.
Employees of the fried chicken chain said that Ragsdale of Dallas, Georgia, I guess, about 15 miles south. They're very persistent on telling us where she is.
Yes.
They're very persistent.
I mean, it is the Daily News.
True. Drove a white minivan to the Chick-fil-A multiple times that week, not only claiming to be an FBI agent, but threatening to detain employees who refused to comply,
No,
according to the police report.
my best thing is the first thing on this. She clucked up.
She clucked
big
up. That's where I got
time.
it. That's where I got it. She
my.
clucked up.
Oh my.
She done clucked up.
Ah.
Multiple times.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't go that crazy to get Chick-fil-A.
I'd say you do it once and then learn your lesson.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it multiple times.
Here's the thing.
She threatened to arrest employees in a white minivan.
That's so.
I'm picturing like a pedo van.
Yeah, like a pedal van.
A pedo van. All white, all the windows are blocked out, and you just see like it's like spray paint on prison transport on the side. And you got like one of those fake like red lights that you see in like the 60s police cars.
Oh yeah.
You just have that
right,
like
the one that red above you.
yeah, literally
Yeah.
one of those. I'm just on top. She's just like holding up top. She's like, I will arrest you guys if you don't give me my free Chick-fil-A. They have southern accents in Georgia, correct?
Yes. Georgia. Yeah, Georgia.
Well, I was thinking about this as I was like last night. I was like, at what point do you get out of the southern accent and get into the Floridians?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I will arrest you guys if you don't give me my free chicken sandwich. I got this police light. I will throw this at you. I will take this off my car and I will whip it at you and detain you if you don't give me my free Chick-fil-A sauce right now.
Here's the thing.
I am an FBI agent.
The best thing is you can go online and order Chick-fil-A sauce now for like $15.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But no, she wanted her free Chick-fil-A for being an FBI agent, which she wasn't. I am an FBI agent. Give me my free Chick-fil-A, or I will detain your entire store, and I will put you guys out of business. I have connections high up in Quantico.
High up in Quantico. Isn't Quantico the school though? Isn't that like?
Oh shit. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you
FBI.
meant,
It's
FBI.
all Quantico's. I don't even know. It's in Pennsylvania.
Something like that. Yeah, it's where they train everyone.
Yeah, it's where they train. Like literally every government official is trained in Quantico.
No, any FBI agent.
And CIA.
Oh yeah, CIA.
CIA is also Quantico. Moving on from the news. Hopefully that Georgia woman is she was arrested.
Yes,
But
I mean you're posing as an FBI agent.
yeah. Multiple times.
Multiple times.
And also starting to detain people
Which is
multiple times.
yes.
Up next on the Chach Show, we got your pop culture update. YouTube is taking a step back from a major production they do pretty much every year, and news from the gaming industry coming up next on the Chach Show.
Zipper down. Out. So anyways, Brad, I've been thinking about a lot about life lately. And oh, there we go. Anyways, life. It's this thing. It starts at one point and it ends at a different point. But, Whim2, it's forever. Yeah, you go back 100 million years and you still have Whim2. Dinosaurs, they're beatboxing to Whim2. They're like, oh, this is my jams, dog. This is my jams. And, I'm sitting here thinking about Wim 2. I mean, sitting here taking a pee, thinking about Wim 2. And it's not a big deal. It's just like, Wim 2 is life, man. And the dinosaurs, they were also like, yeah, Wim 2, it's like life. In my pants.
Yeah, bro. Wim 2, it's solid, dude. Wim 2 is solid. We went from stoner to Valley Girl in 5 seconds right there. YouTube has released a statement saying it will not be making a 2020 rewind. Big news, kind of. Not really, if you really think about it. If you've been keeping up with the YouTube rewinds, you know that they are not good.
I've heard they're very bad.
They're not good. So if you didn't know, Justin Bieber's Baby. Awesome song, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know why it got so much hate.
yeah, dude, that's a solid song. I remember.
So, you know what it was? Everyone got sick of it when it was released, and now we all look back on it. It was like, wow, this is honestly kind of a good song. It's still a bop.
Here's the thing. I will say his like recent song, "Lonely." His past two songs.
His recent songs are iffy.
"Lonely" I really like, and then
Yeah, Lonely's good.
And then the one song he did with Chance, the Christian one. Yeah, the Christian one. Yeah,
that one's good.
Yeah.
No, but Justin Bieber Baby used to be the most disliked song on YouTube, with like 7 million dislikes, I want to say.
Something like that, yeah.
It's now YouTube Rewind 20. Well, first of all, there's YouTube Rewind 2019, which I think is more than Baby.
Okay.
But up top, we got YouTube Rewind 2018. I was really struggling with the year there.
You know, it's one of those days.
It's one of those days. It is one of those days.
It's fair.
No. YouTube Rewind, the company's annual end-of-year tribute to creators, trends, and moments have defined the platform will not happen this year. The company issued a statement acknowledging that 2020 has been different, adding that it didn't feel right to carry on as if it weren't. This marks the first time Rewind will happen since YouTube started the annual celebration in 2010, although Rewind has become somewhat of a joke to the creator community in recent years. It became the most disliked video of all time in 2018, like I just said. It's still a staple of YouTube's culture, even if people are just using it to dunk on their own videos. To be fair, even CEO Susan, whatever her name is, I don't know how to say.
Yeah, no, her name is like 500 letters.
You remember that one name that we had like 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah,
it was so bad. There was like, I swear every letter in the alphabet was in there.
Hey, it was close.
And now, yeah, and Susan, I think was.
Wozniak?
Wojcicki. I think it was
Wojcicki.
Admitted they're a little cringe-inducing. Yeah. They weren't cringe-inducing when they started.
I remember. I think it was I remember I remember 2018's one.
It was bad. It was
bad.
It was Fortnite and Liza Koshy.
Yeah, and the one thing I remember about that was they didn't represent a lot of the creators on the platform that like were very famous at the time. It was 2018 is when, or 2017 or 2018 is when they stopped going, because originally it was big events that happened in the world. Yeah.
And the popular creators that year, right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember, I think it was 2016, one of the best years, honestly. You had like PewDiePie, Captain Sparkles. That's when David Dobrik and Liza Koshy were getting big. You had The Dress. Remember The Dress?
The Dress
was in it. You had Silento, Whip.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing. They had that whole dance battle, black and blue versus gold and white. They had that big thing. That was the last year I remember it being good. You had Five Nights at Freddy's making a comeback in 2016. It's obviously not that big now, but 2016 was making a comeback. Like Minecraft was making a comeback, so that was also big. But then 2017 hit, and they stopped doing the major creators. It turned into, well, you can just look at 2018. You got Liza Koshy, literally did the whole thing. Will Smith was in it for like 5 seconds. That's when he was becoming a meme.
Yeah.
You had Fortnite was half of it. You had people driving out of the battle bus.
Mm-hmm.
You had Tyler Blevins, Ninja, the Fortnite streamer.
Wasn't the Paul brothers in it too?
I think that was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's when they.
I think that wasn't it.
It definitely wasn't 2018 because 2018 is when Logan Paul had his whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
With Japan.
Okay.
The forest.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that. That's just a controversy.
Mm.
No, but 2018, because they even had a thing, because 2017 is when everyone started to see it going downhill. So 2018 was like, hey, they even put it in the video. I remember the line. It was like, hey, they want the commenters want to see more stuff about what happened in the world rather than just us, because it's not all about us. And so they made it the most stupid thing. It was BTS, Liza Koshy, Will Smith, Fortnite. The entire thing.
That's just unfortunate.
And they absolutely ruined the trend.
Yeah.
Anyway, we know back to the article. I should continue reading.
Yeah. Okay.
We know that so much of the good that did happen in 2020 was created by all of you. YouTube's statement reads, "You found ways to lift people up, help them cope, and make them laugh. You made a hard year genuinely better." While many people were stuck at home because of the pandemic, YouTube saw surges in usage as more people spent time streaming video online. By the end of March, views on videos that centered on with me stylized content, get ready with me, work out with me, study with me, saw massive increase in viewership. According to the company, live streaming also picked up on YouTube as well as other platforms like Twitch and Facebook. YouTube did not say if Rewind will return for 2021. Like everything right now, everyone imagines it all depends on what 2021 brings.
Which is only 2 months away.
It's only 2 months away. Not even.
Not even that.
It's like a month and a half.
Month and a half.
2020 is almost over.
Yeah. Crazy.
Jeez. Kobe, Chadwick Boseman, Alex Trebek. Those are the big three.
Those are the big three.
I feel like I'm missing a lot. I'm probably missing a lot.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna offend someone.
This
by not
year's,
saying.
this year's been rough for everyone.
Okay, hear me out. Talking about Kobe. Okay, this is gonna sound horrible at first.
Yes.
Horrible.
Okay.
Millennials had 9/11, right?
Yes.
You always hear the question, "Where were you on 9/11?"
Yes.
We are the first year, 20 or 2. You're born in 02, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the first year that were not alive during 2011 or 9/11.
Yes.
I feel like our question is going to be, where were you when Kobe died? Because everyone grew up watching Kobe.
Or
everyone
where
knows
were you,
who Kobe
where were
is.
you? Where were you when your school shut down? It's me, one of those two.
At my house because I was sick that day. Not with COVID. No, it's going to be either, because they both happened in 20. It's going to be something in 2020. It's going to be either where were you when Kobe died or where were you when your school shut down.
Because I remember I was
Nothing compared to 9/11, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is the one thing that, like, the first, like, big thing, like, national news. Well, not national news, but, like, the most impactful thing, like, on the U.S.
Yeah.
And in our generation.
Because I remember when Kobe died, I think I just woken up.
It was like noon.
Yeah. I remember, like, I turned on
Oh,
my
I guess it was a Sunday because I had hockey practice that day. I was on my way to hockey practice.
Yeah, and I picked up my phone and it was just.
Oh, it was on the radio.
Yeah.
I was listening to one of the local radio stations.
Yeah,
down where I'm from, down in Metro Detroit. But yeah, it was like a big thing. Like all the music stopped. I guess everything stopped. It was Kobe Bryant has died from a helicopter crash at the age of 41.
And then I remember when Stony Brook, the school shooting happened.
Which one?
That
is
was-
bad. I have to say that. Which one was
It
that?
was the elementary school.
Oh, shoot! I know which one you're talking about.
I remember
Connecticut.
getting home from school. I went down the basement.
Fifth grade.
Yeah, 5th grade.
I was doing bus buddy duty when I heard.
Yeah, no,
I was still in
I was
school.
eating a PB&J in the basement.
My mom actually, shout out mom.
Yeah.
You shouted out your mom earlier. I'm gonna shout out my mom.
Yeah.
She came to pick me up from school that day. Big ups, mom. You saved me from bus buddy duty that day. Which honestly, nothing compared to the school shooting, but like, big ups, mama.
Yeah. I remember, like, I was eating the PB&J. My dad just comes down and just goes, like, serious.
I didn't go to school that next day.
Oh, really?
I didn't go to school.
Yeah. I think I went, but
It was a different day that
Yeah.
next day.
It was-
what is it? Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. That's the name of the school.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We got into sad stuff there. But better news if you are a gamer. RJ, you're not, so this probably has nothing to do with you. Xbox Series S, or Series X, I should say, and PlayStation 5 have been released. I think it was like 2 days ago? 2 days ago. 3 days ago.
Were they both
3
released
days
on the
ago.
same day?
Thursday. Yeah, they were released on the same day.
Was that
They're
planned?
big console wars, right? There used to be this whole console war where if you chose PS4 or Xbox One, you are rivals until the day you die because you guys have different preferences in what color your gaming system is, green versus blue. But now Xbox tweeted. I don't have the actual tweet up with me. I'm sure I could look it up. No matter what you choose, you're a gamer, and we are one or whatever. Probably something to do with COVID, because that's why, or else.
Yeah.
Because that's the console wars are a big thing. That is how they made most of their money. You had the separate. It was almost as divided as the political climate is now. Hate to say that, but the gaming
Climate.
community,
Yeah.
console community was so divided that like Xbox 360 or Xbox One versus PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, super divided.
Okay.
Like, it got to the point where if my friends had an Xbox and I had a PlayStation, I'm not playing their games. It
That's
got to
unfortunate.
that point.
Because I remember growing up, I did play some video games growing up.
Yeah.
But it was like once in a while with like my brother. Or
Yeah.
I remember he had a PlayStation. Always like knew the PlayStation controls to an extent. Like from that and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then I would go to like one of my friends' houses and they had an Xbox. It was
They had like COD.
and I had
everything.
no clue what was going on.
Yeah, because when you're young, you don't know the difference between A and X,
Yeah.
because they're all different symbols and
I-
everything.
I played Wii.
I played Wii Golf.
Dude, I was
Top
so,
10 games of all time.
so good at Wii
Earlier on
golf.
the show, we talked about top movie soundtracks. Top 10 games of all time, Wii Golf. Up top, number one, 100%. I kill at that game. I'm pro in it. I'm also pro in Wii Tennis
Wii tennis.
and Wii Bowling.
Absolute dubs in Wii tennis.
Absolute
right
dumb in Wii Tennis. I take Wii Tennis so seriously.
I remember.
I
like,
almost broke my flat screen TV in my house.
I will say when
back home.
quarantine happened, I remember me and my siblings pulled out our Wii. Like we plugged it.
Dude, I forgot how fun the Wii was.
Yeah, we started playing Wii
The
again.
Wii
It
was so fun.
And it was like one of those things like
You know,
was
the
like, we
last
couldn't
game
go-
for the Wii was released. The very last game was released this year. Just Dance 2020.
Really?
Final game released on the Wii
Dang.
back in like May, which seems like 7 years ago at this point. But
I remember like we started playing this and stuff like that. And it was so much fun. And it was like one of those things like we couldn't go bowling, so we'd play bowling on the
Wii
Wii.
bowling, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I couldn't go play tennis at my school court, so I played Wii tennis.
Yeah.
Couldn't go play golfing at the time. Wii golf.
And it was one of those things like gyms were closed and everything, so you just go and do a
So you
workout
do. So you gotta do Wii boxing.
Wii boxing.
Wii boxing. That's a
Absolute-
fun game.
that is a fun
That's
game.
actually the hardest. in
That
my
is
opinion.
very hard.
Wii boxing is kind of hard.
This is one of those things you're used to like having the one stick, and now you got two sticks.
Yeah, you gotta go bop bop.
Bop, bop, bop.
You gotta like uppercut and everything with the nunchuck. What a name, by the way. The nunchuck for the
Nunchuck,
Wii.
Yeah. What a name. Just okay. I want you to imagine you get into a fight with like a kid at school, and you're like, "Yeah, I could beat you up. I'm good at Wii boxing," and you're just like, "Oh, oh."
Dude, you think that's bad? No. So when I was on the hockey team at my high school, if you don't know, I play hockey. If you're listening,
He hasn't mentioned it like 5
I do play
Sorry.
hockey. Hey, I'm a hockey fan, guys. We had this locker box, not allowed, of course, because you're punching each other in the face.
Yeah.
We had our backup goalie my freshman year. I challenged him to a locker box. right?
Okay.
He literally stood up on the bench, like on the locker room bench, and was like, "I'm gonna beat you because I have a punching bag at home that I punch on a few times a week." And like I'm like, "Okay, cool. So do I." Like I was like, "What kind of punching bag is it?" He's like, "It's one of those ones that you put on the ground and you punch, and it just kind of flies back up at you."
Is this the one with the suction cups?
What?
Is it the one with the suction cup? Have you ever seen the desk bags?
No, it's like one of those giant. It's like a balloon that you just kind of put on the ground and like you punch
Oh,
it, it
yeah,
just comes
yeah,
up
yeah.
back
Okay,
up.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like doesn't fall down.
Yeah.
Whereas like I have an actual 100-pound bag in my basement, but like this kid was like so like amped up to like fight me. Like he's like, yeah, my bag is like I'm so good at it. Like I can dodge like every single punch that you throw at me. Yeah.
And that exact
We're gonna
voice.
call this kid Jerry.
Kid Jerry.
Everyone who I know knows who this is. Like this guy.
I think my uncle's watching this, and his name is Jerry. So this
Oh,
might be
well,
entertaining.
not Jerry. All right, Greg. We're gonna call this guy Greg.
Greg. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know anyone named Greg. Greg was. I beat Greg up.
You beat Greg
I
up.
beat. Like I broke his helmet.
We're not condoning violence here.
He was our backup goalie. He was our backup goalie. I broke his helmet.
Oh my.
Oh, we were nice to him.
I remember.
He deserved it. I don't want to say this, but he deserved it.
I remember in high school, like we'd go to the hockey games and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the hockey games were the one like sport that the like
My student section got into like full on fist fights.
Yeah,
with
I know. Like
rival
our
schools.
school did not care. You said when you were in the student section, so we would go after their goalie the entire game because you'd stand behind their goalie,
Oh yeah.
and we'd be going after their goalie the entire game. And I remember,
Civ.
yes, and like he'd be getting so frustrated, and they would come up to his own like defense players
Yeah.
would come up and start swearing at us and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no,
And then we would-
100%.
We would just start clapping.
It's all a
whenever-
mental game. It's a mental game.
We would just start clapping as he did it.
Oh yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, good times. From video games to hockey. No, but I definitely did beat Greg up. 100%. Up next, at the top of the hour or past that at this point, we got your sports news from around the league. All of that up for you here in a hot second.
Radio, the final frontier. These are the broadcasts of WMTU. Its continuing mission: to explore strange new music, to seek out new bands and host awesome concerts, to boldly go where no radio station has gone before. 91.9 FM Houghton, WMTU.
It is 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
9:11 a.m.
yeah,
I was gonna
9:11
say,
a.m.
I can't read numbers. 9:11 a.m. on a Sunday morning here on the Chach Show with Tony and RJ. We're listening to WMTU 91.9 FM Houghton. And up next, we got your sports news, like I literally just said.
Yes.
Yeah. NHL. Starting out with the NHL. The NHL has rumored that they may be going back to the hub format for the next season as COVID is persistent throughout the sports world. As you know, the NBA did this, then the NHL did this, then the bubble format.
Which
for-
actually,
for the-
I mean, it worked
It
pretty
worked well.
Yeah.
It worked well. But the teams are going to have asterisks next to their names that won the championship. So the Lakers and Lightning that won NHL and NBA respectively.
Okay, yeah.
They're going to have asterisks by their titles 100%. Nobody's cuz like you don't get the benefit of home ice advantage or home court advantage. You lose the
You lose the
the
fans.
travel,
Yeah,
you lose the fans, you lose the travel delay that you experienced that the players
Mm-hmm.
would experience.
Yeah.
They're gonna have asterisks by their name because they didn't get the full playoff experience.
Yeah.
Would the results have been different? Probably not, because those two teams were like the best in their respective leagues.
And I will say this, as someone who like grew up going to like MSU basketball games,
Yeah.
the fans played such a big role in
They
the
played a
game.
big role.
Like even when MSU played Duke, like the fans were such a big focus in that game because like they kept MSU going, especially in a game like that. And it's like one of those things, like fans, like it's something different when you're playing in front of fans
Yeah.
because like you get hyped up.
Yeah, you
got
have something to play for. You're
Yeah.
not just playing like minor league basketball where nobody's watching.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think what football team or what basketball team doesn't have fans, and I guess.
Every even in high school, like you still have fans at the games.
Well, yeah, I'm like I don't know.
I
It's
remember our student section in high school.
It's different.
It's different, and like even like it's one of those things like playing without fans, like that's just like awkward half the time. Because like you don't like, and there's nothing cheering you on. There's nothing really going on.
You just have to. Yeah, it's all mental.
It's all mental.
You have pretty much no reason to play for it because there's no one in the stands. You're literally playing for yourself and your team.
And even like if
Which
you're,
is what sports is in general. Like that's what sports are.
yeah,
You're
even
playing for a team.
even if you're playing against like if you're an opposing team at someone's home and there's fans there, like the fans are the like fuel you almost, especially when you get angry.
Yeah, the fans are what drive you.
Yeah.
You get the motivation from yourself and the team, but then you have the fans behind you, like go team or whatever. No, but going back to the NHL, the NHL schedule could combine hub format, home arenas in 2020-21. Let's pull up the article. The NHL could start the season using one schedule model and transition to another. Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly said on the NHL podcast. Daly said the NHL and the NHL Players Association are considering a schedule model with all teams hosting games in their home arenas and another that requires all teams to play in hub cities that would be determined based on where there are the fewest COVID-19 cases. So like we said, what was that, like 3 weeks ago? We talked about the NHL scheduling.
Yeah.
Or the divisional alignments, or at least I talked
where
about
they're
it.
changing it
They're
up.
gonna change the divisional alignments, and that's probably what they're gonna start with.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as COVID cases start popping up, which
It's gonna happen. It's gonna end up
it's
happening.
inevitable at this point. It's gonna somehow get into them.
And like we
The
talked
question is that will they make the NHL players or NBA players, honestly, if the NBA players follow this lead, are they going to make the players like leave their homes and families like they did for the playoffs?
I don't know. I feel like if they want to do this again, because a lot of players like don't want to leave their family. They want to do this again.
Well, there was an example. You probably didn't hear about this because you don't follow major sports or hockey at all. But one of the Boston Bruins starting goalie left in the middle of the playoffs because his baby girl or his daughter was being born.
Yeah.
So he left, but he obviously couldn't return because he went out of the bubble and, COVID rules and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't allowed to return, and his team inevitably lost, but they were going to lose anyway, in my opinion.
But, here's the thing. If they want to do this again, I feel like players.
They need to have resources inside the bubble.
Yeah, and I
And
feel
they
like
need to have like lives.
yeah, and I feel like players are gonna find a way. Because here's the thing: you can create a bubble where, like, let's say you stay, like you say, okay, we're gonna be playing in this area.
Yeah.
This is our arena.
Yeah.
Get a house in this area.
Mm,
Or stay in an apartment or something like that where you can stay with family, and like the only people you're going to be in contact with is your family and staff of your team.
Yeah, but how are you going to monitor that? Like in the bubble in a hotel, they can monitor
That's
that
true,
by
that's
like
true.
all the players are in one building.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to get like if they were to do another hotel building, first of all, that's a lot of money from the league, and
Yeah, that's
any
true.
league that does that, they're losing a lot.
Well,
of
they're
money.
also because they also don't have the fans.
Yes, you're losing fans
Mhm. So you're relying on TV coverage and ads
alone. Well, I mean,
and sponsorships and stuff like that, which make a
And
lot of money, but that's not enough.
What if they do something like the NBA did for the finals and the
Oh, yeah,
playoffs?
yeah.
You pay, what was it, like $500 to go sit in a game for half of the game?
Yeah.
Then you switch out with someone else.
Yeah.
Halfway through. That's
Which
a good way of getting
It
money.
works, but at the same time, like I feel like
It's so stupid.
especially for NHL, like
It moves so much faster than NBA. It's not gonna work.
yeah, and so like you're gonna be having people paying a lot of money probably to sit through the entire game if they do something like that, and even then, like
What about period?
yeah, you can also fit a lot more people in that stadium if you think about it, because they used a full
In NBA or NHL?
NHL, because NBA they just used a banquet hall.
Oh, they did?
They just used a banquet hall. It wasn't an actual like stadium.
Oh, I thought it was an actual
It
stadium.
was just a high bank.
that
high
makes
ceiling.
that makes sense now because
Yeah.
it looks so small.
Yeah. So if you think about it, NHL like they have to use an arena.
Yeah.
So you could
fit
fit
a
a
lot more people.
You could put a lot more screens places for people to watch the
But
game.
the thing is, you're paying to be on TV, right?
Yes.
You're paying to be on TV. You're not paying to be there. You're paying to be on TV. So you're watching just a normal broadcast. But on that broadcast, you're seeing yourself.
Yeah, and then you can cheer them on and stuff like that.
Yeah. But like by the time you see it in hockey and basketball for this point, it's over.
Yeah.
With the delay,
Yeah.
It's
and
over.
I feel like like here's the thing, if they do something where like you can cheer them on through like your Zoom call or whatever, I can just imagine you're sitting doing homework or something, and all of a sudden you hear your dad yelling, "Let's go! Let's go!" and you go downstairs. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like on a Zoom
I saw
call.
myself on
I
TV.
saw myself on TV.
I see me TV.
TV,
TV me.
TV, me.
I hockey.
I hockey TV.
That is a hockey player in a nutshell. It's like caveman chasing another caveman with a stick on skates. Me TV.
me.
Go check.
Go check TV.
Well, like yeah. The thing with hockey is that like, okay, obviously basketball you're not hitting.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, rules, and you're not like, like there's saves and everything with like blocks, but like the NHL, a goalie makes a save, the whole crowd goes wild.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like makes a big save, the whole crowd goes wild. You're gonna be like, You're gonna see like a giant windmill save, like saves the game.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait like 1, 2,
Two.
3. Yay!
I mean, I don't think people.
You're just gonna hear one person.
I don't think you know this, but our radio show is a 5-second delay.
We tested it earlier.
Yeah, we were literally on like the Twitch watching it, and we were like, I snapped and
2,
counted.
3.
And it's like a 5-second delay.
You're
so-
not gonna get the full experience as a
Yeah.
player or as a fan. I
Yeah.
wouldn't pay $500 to go
I-
pay for my face to be on TV for
Here's the
an
thing,
hour.
I would have paid the $500 just to be on a Zoom call with someone famous because there were so many famous people on those Zoom calls. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but you can talk to them.
No, you can because you can talk to them in chat.
Oh, you could? They were actually talking in chat?
Yeah, there was a video of some famous YouTuber went on one of them, and he like was chatting with one of the comedians. It was like cracking jokes and stuff like that.
That's actually kind of funny.
So
I don't know if I'd do that. That's a lot of money.
it is a lot of.
I don't
money.
even know if it was 500. That's just a number I threw out there. It's probably more than that. You're gonna look it up now.
Yeah.
You're gonna look it up. Well, he does that and finds out how much it would have cost for him to be on TV for an hour watching basketball. I'm gonna move on. Up next, we got the NFL. Calvin Johnson, obviously anyone from Michigan. I saw a price there. You see it?
Well, no, the NBA spent $150 on the bubble.
$150.
$150 million.
There you
on the
go.
bubble.
I was gonna say
It's
$150.
It's just money.
Anyway, well, he still looks for the price. The NFL, Calvin Johnson has opened up about his early retirement from the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions, RJ, have you found it?
No,
Don't worry about it. We can look it up
that's
later.
too much ever.
So, the Lions are infamous for having their star players retire early. First, you had Barry Sanders. Then you had
and then there's
Calvin
Calvin Johnson.
he retired. He stated there's a whole interview. I don't have it up right now.
Yeah.
But there's a whole interview saying like he talked with I think it was his dad or something,
Mm-hmm.
and his dad was like, "Can you do it one more year?" And Calvin Johnson hesitated. I was like, so his dad was like, "Yeah, you can do it one more year then if you hesitated." So he announced his final season at the age of 29, super young
Yeah.
for a star wide receiver being 30 years old.
Especially him, like he.
Well, he had
was-
neck injuries and back
He's an
injuries.
yeah, but he was the wide receiver for the Lions.
He
let's be
was
honest.
him and Matt Stafford for the 2 years. They actually had a chance.
They did have a chance.
If the Lions knew how to pay players
That's facts.
and be a team,
yeah,
they could have done something.
they really could have.
They had a good head coach. They had decent management,
Yeah, and they had a star wide receiver
star wide receiver,
and QB.
an upcoming quarterback. Because
Yeah.
Matt Stafford was just drafted at that point. Because they were actually going to build a team around a player. And then Calvin Johnson was like, "Nope."
I'm out. Peace.
Well, also Detroit doesn't pay.
Yeah,
and
they-
that's just known throughout sports in general. Detroit Lions, the Fords
They have
suck.
no money. They have no money.
The Fords suck. They don't pay their players.
Yeah.
Like Matt Stafford, honestly, put him on another team, he's Super Bowl caliber.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take that. That hot take of the day. Matt Stafford could win a Super Bowl if he played for any other team.
That's fair.
You think so?
Yeah. If he had more players that like were
Well, he
good-
has that good running back now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
From like, is it Notre Dame?
I don't remember. But like I don't remember. I don't really follow. But at the same time, like, yeah, he could win.
I
something.
think he could win
Yeah.
one eventually. Oh, he
put
could
him on
win-
put him on the Patriots.
Anything's better than Cam Newton. Cam Newton's trash. Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, RJ, this is now your area of expertise as we move on from NFL, NCAA.
Okay.
If you're
I wanna-
everyone who's listening right now is from Michigan
or close, or
Wisconsin,
close, or
to it.
close. Yeah. What was
MSU.
MSU in Michigan this week? Oh
Let me pull
my.
up the scores real quick. You can talk about this.
Okay, here I just want to state this. For first of all, MSU get a better QB. You have 3 QBs that are decent QBs. Lombardi or whatever his name is, terrible. Throw in Day or Thorne and you're set.
Yeah, I have no idea who these people are.
Day played in
Wait, is he the guy that looks like Discount Draco Malfoy?
that's Lombardi.
Oh,
But Day last year came in for Lombardi because Lombardi sucked. Came in for Lombardi.
well, he still sucks.
Yeah, it
apparently.
still sucks. And he came in and got like, we hadn't had a first down the entire game. Came in, got us a first down.
That's it.
and almost scored.
Almost scored.
Almost scored. And then the coach pulled him and put back in Lombardi. And guess what Lombardi did?
Turnover.
Yep. Didn't score a touchdown. So here's the thing. Day and Thorne are very good QBs, but like they're not as like experienced as Lombardi. And even then, Lombardi played 3 games last year.
Yeah.
And so he's not that good. And like the coach like even said before the game, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna I'll do this voice. Yeah, I'm not gonna put in any other QBs because Lombardi's our guy. That's his voice. And he goes, yeah, I'm not gonna put in any other players, whatever. And then guess what he does? Puts in Thorne, and guess what Thorne does? Actually has a decent chance of winning the game.
Then he pulls him out.
And then he pulls him out. No, he kept him in the entire time. And like if he would have started early in the game, I think MSU could have gotten closer to winning.
So where were we going with this before RJ gets more into his rant?
Yes. MSU
RJ
Michigan
could go on. RJ could go on for hours about MSU sucking.
Yes.
They lost 24-0 to the 10th rated Hoosiers. Hoosiers?
Who's not? They're a good team.
They're good.
They're a good team. They're a good team. They're a good team. Yeah.
24-0, not bad.
I was expecting them to lose, but not this bad.
Now we move on to U of M.
Oh my. First of all, U
Wow.
of M lost to MSU, and
They lost to MSU.
MSU sucks.
The only win that MSU has is against
U of M, which is fine because
that's really the only win that matters, other than Ohio State, which obviously they have no chance in beating. Michigan lost 49-11
against Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is like, aren't they like the returning Big Ten champs?
I don't remember, but Wisconsin's a good team.
No, they won it last year.
Yeah.
They won Big Ten.
Wisconsin. First of all, Wisconsin's a very good team. Like they first of all beat I forget what the team was without Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor's a star.
I don't know who that is.
He's a star player on their team.
So you know how you feel when I talk about pro sports?
Yeah, that's how you feel. So UM just sucks. First of all, and like I'm an MSU
U of
fan.
M's tanking for Trevor Lawrence. U of M's tanking for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is going to go there for a 5th-year senior instead of the New York Jets.
So here's the thing. I don't like U of M just because I'm an MSU fan. Like, come on. Like, you lost to Wisconsin 49-11.
U of M sucks.
And they were ranked, I think, like 10th in the country at the start of the year. Now they're just unranked 1 and 3.
Yeah, they were very good.
Yeah, they're ranked very
Well, I
high.
guess now both schools are actually switching to basketball. They're actually both good in basketball now.
That's true.
Moving on from football in general.
My little rant.
Yeah.
Well, now they both have good. Well, they have
good
MSU.
sports.
MSU has Tom Izzo, and U of M has what's his name?
Yeah.
One of the Fab Five.
Yeah. They're good coaches.
They're good coaches.
NBA. Speaking of the Fab Five, NBA. Russell Wilson, if you don't know, he's on the Houston Rockets. He's requested trade out of Houston after spending a season in there. Alongside James Harden. Russell Wilson tested positive, by the way, for COVID-19 before the whole NBA bubble.
Okay.
He's part of the reason why they had to delay it. He requests out of Houston. No one knows why.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1 season in there and it was cut short, and they actually did pretty good as a team. But Russell Wilson, RJ is Kevin Durant, part 2.
Really?
No loyalty, wants money. Like every other NBA player.
I have a question.
Yes.
Russell Wilson's a football player.
Yeah.
This
There's
is
2 Russell Wilsons. I believe, maybe.
I think you're thinking of Westbrook.
It's Westbrook. Wrong W name. It filled in. Google filled that in. I swear. I kid you not. Russell Westbrook.
Can you tell that Tony wrote this?
I wrote this yesterday, like in the middle of the day. Google filled that in. I kid you not. I hit tab and it just filled in a W name. Russell Westbrook has requested a trade out of Houston. You know what I meant. He's on the yeah.
That's
anyways.
fair.
You know how I meant.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so he requested a trade out of Houston. Nobody knows why. I doubt Harden's happy. They're both ball hogs.
Well, no.
They were good together.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. And
they were
Serge
all on a
Ibaka
team.
were all in the Thunder together, and they were good.
They were all drafted, and they were all rookies and like young players.
Yeah, but they were still good, and I think they won a championship.
James Harden went out first, and then KD.
Yeah.
Well, James Harden wasn't getting any playing time, and then you see how he turned out in Houston.
Yeah, he would have gotten a game. Here's the thing: if they would have played him more,
If they would have played him like an actual player, he would have been fine. But they
Yes.
didn't. He was playing sixth man and he wasn't starting.
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't get this one messed up because I don't think I could mess up this name. Kim NG. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name.
Yeah, that's fair.
She now has the highest position of all sports as a woman. She's now the general manager of the Miami Marlins. She got that role like last week sometime.
Okay.
Let's pull up the article.
And GM's a hard job too. And
It's a hard job. You
and-
got to manage trades, player payments, contracts.
And what I've heard is like, she's good.
She's
Like,
good, yeah. Longtime baseball woman Kim, we're just gonna call her Kim because I'm not even
that's
gonna
fair.
try
That's
that
fair.
name. Was announced as the new general manager of the Miami Marlins on Friday. It was a hire of 15 years in the making. It has been 15 years since NG Kim first interviewed for a GM position in Major League Baseball, an opening with the LA Dodgers in 2005. But it has been 93 years since the first time anyone was hired by a pro team as a general manager. Really? Didn't know that one. Billy Evans was the first to assume that title for the Cleveland Indians in 1927. So, basically, you had the first woman coach for the Giants, the San Fran Giants, like 2 years ago, 2018, I think. Well, you're seeing more women appear in Major League Sports. You had the NBA. I think there's first woman head coach.
No, it's assistant coach.
Assistant coach. I think as soon as Popovich retires from the Spurs, she's gonna
take over.
She's gonna take over 100%.
Which should be good.
Speaking of the Spurs, I saw this. Tim Duncan stepped down as assistant coach.
Oh, really? Here's the thing. I don't remember her name. I'm sorry, but she's a good coach.
She's a good coach.
She's a really good coach.
She was ranked number one coach in the NCAA.
Yeah,
And that's how she got the job.
yeah. She's a good coach.
She's a good coach.
I think she's gonna do good with the Spurs when Pop leaves, just because Pop was an amazing coach.
He's an
And,
amazing coach, but
and, like-
he doesn't have a team anymore.
Yeah, and here's the thing. She's gonna
Pop won like 5 titles. didn't
something
he?
like that, and she's gonna learn a lot from Pop. And like, I feel like when she takes over as head coach, like the Spurs are gonna make a comeback, just because
100%.
like they're gonna take the hype of having a new coach.
And they also need players, and
Yeah.
they've tanked well enough for the past few years that they have prospects. So in a
Yeah.
few years, when Pop retires, I think they'll be set up for a good
Mm-hmm.
run.
And she's gonna. I mean, I hate to say it, but Pop runs a lot of old style basketball, is what I've seen.
Which honestly, that's the good kind of basketball.
Yeah.
I hate seeing players just take 3-pointers. Like, actually, go fight for a basket. Go actually go into the paint.
Yeah. And
Anyways,
anyways, I don't know, you've seen over the past few years, my understanding of NBA basketball is like a lot of the bigs have gotten smaller.
yeah.
And can run longer. Like if you look at
Well, we talked about
Antetokounmpo.
Houston with Russell Westbrook, not
Yeah.
Wilson. They traded all of their big men away.
Yeah.
They have no big men. They literally ran a power forward as a center. No, not a power forward, a small forward as a center.
Yeah.
They traded all the big men away.
Yeah.
So honestly, the age of the big man is coming to an end. So goodbye, Larry Bird. Goodbye, Magic. Goodbye,
Magic was a
Kareem.
point guard, but he was a big point guard.
He was a big point guard. He was probably power forward level
Yeah.
point guard. Goodbye, Kareem.
Shaq.
Shaq's era is over of
Yeah.
smashing backboards. That's the greatest highlight of all time, and I will.
Live by that.
Yeah, I live by that. Up next, we got the Germans. The Germans are always up to something, honestly. I don't know. It's the Germans. What happened when a French school closed the doors to late students, and your absurd Asian moment of the week. Up next on the Chach Update.
Look out, Scooby, the ape man! Gangway! I got it!
That's WMTU. It's Wim2. We're going ape.
Thanks for the countdown, RJ. Thanks for the countdown on that
So
one.
much happened.
The sheer look of panic as I looked over it. You didn't know what was happening.
First of all, my roommate texted me, so I was looking at that, and I was like, heard the liner going down. I was like, oh shoot! So I threw my phone down, and then I was like, oh,
the look
shoot.
that you had was like zoink scoops.
like zoink scoops.
Like zoink scoops. So, like I just said, Germans. Some big news out of Europe this week. The Germans have done something remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Like, this is
Absolutely
trailblazing. trailblazing level
I haven't read this.
importance.
Trailblazing.
Ready?
Yes.
The Germans have officially recognized techno as music.
Dubs. Here's the thing.
Dubstep.
Dubstep.
You see what I did?
Here's the thing. Techno's not that bad.
You listen to techno?
I haven't listened. I know. Here's the thing.
When I talk about techno, I'm talking the drum pads that like have just the synth beats.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But I like hearing like the creation of music is what I like to listen to a lot of times.
Yeah, the creation of music is fun to listen to.
Yeah, so like it's not bad. And like
Skrillex level techno is what we're talking about here.
Okay, yeah.
We're talking about Skrillex.
All right.
So how this came into effect, no idea, but actually I do because I read it.
Mm-hmm.
Germans don't really have a reputation for being a fun-loving people. There must be thousands of jokes about how Germans don't understand humor. It might then come to a surprise to you that in Berlin, the capital of Germany, it's also the party capital of Europe.
I was supposed to go to Berlin for spring break.
Really?
Yeah, I was supposed to be my senior spring break.
I was going to go to New Zealand.
Yeah, big rip.
Big
Yeah.
F in the chat.
Yeah, me and my friend were gonna go to Berlin and Munich. I was really excited for that, but you know, things happen. Just gotta live with the punches. Move on.
Germany is also either the birthplace of one of the primary producers of many genres of dance music. That sentence didn't make sense.
That was a lot of words.
Yeah. Or EDM. Dance music.
Yeah.
Kraftwerk famously pioneered what came. I missed that whole thing, didn't I? I did.
Yeah. That's fine.
Where's the
Here's the thing. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of music festivals in Germany.
Yeah.
It is hype. Like if you see like it gets crazy there. And it's one of those things, techno is one of those things like you don't like need a language to listen to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, because it's literally just music.
It's just
there's
music.
no songs.
There's no songs.
There's no lyrics.
It's just beats and stuff like that. So it gets hype.
So BFH, the German Federal Fiscal Court, has officially ruled that EDM, more specifically the techno and house varieties, is music. The decision came after German club owners filed for legal clarification on what should legally be considered music, wrote German news outlet.
I didn't know like
The Local.
they had to like legalize what is music.
I thought music was music. I thought a nightclub could play whatever they wanted.
Yeah, music is music. I mean,
well, obviously not whatever they wanted. But
yeah, but like music, I feel like music like is such a big part of our culture that like it's music. Like I don't think that needs to be.
Was ist du hier today for?
Do you know German?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I took 2 years of German. Was ist das case?
Except I took 2 years of Spanish.
Wie verwundung. Was ist Wiegel für deiner Nightclub?
I think
that's my rough translation in German. I was trying to go for an accent, but I actually did German. I was.
Say I didn't know.
Yeah. No, but so basically, this nightclub took it into law and was like, "Yo, what can we play?" I didn't know there were more than like 2 kinds of techno music, by the way.
I didn't know either.
I knew EDM was like Skrillex.
Yeah.
I know like house. Like I don't know the difference. I know the names.
Yeah.
But like to me, they're all the same. They all sound the same to me.
It's a lot of the same music, but like I don't know. Techno's kind of interesting.
It's interesting to like make, but like at the same time, like if you're into it, you're built different.
You're built different.
You're built different if you listen to techno and electronic music.
Electric Forest.
I don't know what that is.
It's a music festival that's techno.
Oh yeah.
It's in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, I saw that. I've seen that. No, it's like is that really that big of a deal though? You have to take it to court?
I feel like I'm sure it was for like some legal reason where they needed to play.
You think so?
Where they wanted to play certain music and they have certain regulations.
You think like the police came and was like, "This isn't music. Get it out of here."
Or no, there's like I know there's certain regulations of how you play music. I know for like the radio station they have to pay money to play this music.
Yeah.
And I feel like for music clubs they have to pay some money to do it. And I'm sure there wasn't like a set amount that you have to pay for
that
music.
Makes sense.
And so like they were trying to get clarification to say
That
like
makes
what type
sense.
of music is this, and they're like,
And like how much do we have to pay?
Yeah, stuff like
for it, and like is there a set price for like songs? Like Apple Music is like $129 for a song.
Yeah.
If you're still using that.
Spotify all the way.
Spotify all the way, 100%. If you use Apple Music, you're behind the times.
Just get Spotify; it's free.
Yeah. Moving on, a school in France has asked parents to stop throwing tardy kids over a closed gate. So, RJ, imagine you're in like elementary, you're in like 5th grade, right?
Okay, yes.
Your parents are driving you to school.
Hiawatha Elementary. Okay.
Your parents are driving you to school. Mm-hmm. You get to school. You look in the passenger seat of the car, and you left your backpack at home.
Oh shoot.
You have 2 minutes until school starts, so your mom has to drive all the way back to your house, pick up your backpack, and bring it back to you
Yes.
while you're still in the car.
Mm.
You get back to the school, and the school is closed. Oof. What does your mom do? A, take you into the office and get a tardy pass.
Okay.
B, take you home,
Okay.
and you miss the day of school.
Darn.
Or C, you get thrown over a cast iron fence.
Do I get to choose this option?
Your mom gets to choose.
Well, I mean, I would say, A.
Hey, just take you in.
Yeah.
That's not what these people in France did.
But I mean, I would take C for some fun, but
an elementary school in France has put up a pair of posters outside the fence with an unusual request for parents: don't throw late students over the closed gate. The Trillade school in
let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Right.
The Trillade school in Avignon. Avignon put up signs outside the gate showing a cartoon of a parent sending a small child airborne to get over the fence. The text on the sign asked parents to not throw their children and instead wait for the gates to be opened at 10 a.m. or 3 a.m. They send their kids. They don't throw them over. They send them.
Okay.
They are full sending their kids. Like
here's the thing. I just want to preface this. These parents must be strong, because I can tell you what, my mom and dad could not throw me over a fence when
they're
I was.
also in French. They're also in France.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like, I don't think anyone could throw me over a
All
fence.
people in France eat is snails, baguettes, and like
baguettes are carbs.
Oh shoot. Snails, baguettes, and then there's croissants. Croissant.
Quaxons.
Principal Santa I don't like European names. Principal Sana Mazayan, sure, told La Province that parents literally threw their children over the gate when they arrived.
The best thing is that she goes, literally.
They literally threw their children over the gate when they arrived to find it closed. The principal said there were only a few scattered incidents and no reported injuries, but there were enough tossed children to inspire school officials to take action.
Oh my!
Imagine you just like go to school one day and you find the gates closed. And your parents are like, "All right, little Johnny, you're late to school and it's all your fault. Get in the catapult. We're sending you over."
Here comes the little Johnny voice.
I'm not gonna do the little Johnny voice.
I think you have to now.
Do I have to?
I
don't think I have to.
I kind of preferenced it, and I think people are gonna want to hear it.
I really don't have to though. But it's
is this the sign?
Yes, that's the sign. Yes.
My!
It is. It's not even like a good throwing like picture. It literally just looks like they shot putted their child. Like imagine you have a 5-year-old child. They're late to school, which happens, because like kids are kids.
Yes.
You're like, okay, we're gonna risk you breaking your neck because you need to go one day to school. Honestly, though, like if that happened, I would 100% choose my option C and get hurled over a fence.
Here's the thing.
RJ's tweeting out this picture, by the way.
I am.
RJ's tweeting out the link. What, RJ?
I say it'd be fun.
Oh, 100%.
Because here's the thing. You just go, hey, little Johnny, do you want to go for a flying mission?
Do you want to be like Superman today?
Let's see how far you can go.
Do you want to be like Elon Musk sending a car into space? Well, your kid can at this France elementary school. Man, people in Europe are crazy. I swear.
Yeah.
People in Europe. In America, I think you'd see that in one place, and that's Florida.
That's true.
You see that in Florida.
Here's the thing. I can't say much because I got an aunt that lives in France. But but at the same time, like
it's like 10 p.m. there. You're fine.
No, it's not.
I don't know time zones.
Well,
it's a joke.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know what time. It's whatever. I think they're up.
Yeah,
but
they're up.
Here's the thing. Just like I just can't imagine like someone just be going like, Hey, so like, yeah, we're late for school. I need to go to work.
Yeah, I don't have a babysitter today.
I don't have a babysitter, and I don't want to deal with you at my work.
So, do you, what kind of throw do you think they did? Do you think they did
I
like a
think-
full on like underdog like
I think they had one hand, you know, on the
kettlebell
back,
squat type of thing, or they
one
just
hand on
kind
the
of
back, one hand on the back, one hand on the foot, and it's just kind of a whoop.
You think so? That's weird.
Here's the thing. Here's the
No.
thing. It is France. It is France. So I feel like these kids probably got, you know,
These kids got air.
hang
time.
athletes at heart. They probably did like a backflip while going over something.
The
like
parents at the school are actually ex-Olympians for the shot put
that. Oh yes.
and javelin throw.
They
You
throw-
just see a kid kick javelin throw over the fence.
Whoa.
You just see
I don't know. It's
like
how-
that Olympian clap that they do,
Yeah.
and you just see a kid standing next to the guy.
I
The
wanna-
guy's like 6'5", 260.
What I want to know is how tall is this fence?
It's probably like 10 feet.
Like, if it's 10 feet
This
tall,
is a cast iron fence, by the way. Your kid lands on top of this thing.
They're done.
They're skewered.
I,
They're skewered if they land on top of this thing. And you're just throwing your kids over? That's the throw they did right there.
just
Like, you gotta. I want to see a Florida man create this. You
Oh,
know
yes,
anyone?
please.
If anyone knows anyone in Florida, call them. Tell them that you need to chuck their kid over a cast iron fence as soon as possible and get it on video.
please get out of video.
I need to see
We
this.
we need examples of what.
Spring Hill 2021.
When the gates close, all the parents just start chucking their kids over. Like, we're really, I'm sorry, but it's been COVID for too long. I'm sick of my kids. You're taking
my kids.
Even though we're 2 days late, you're taking my kids.
So the camp is surrounded by woods, right? You just see a kid fly over the trees. We gotta get like a safety net set up.
The best thing is when you search up the school, all like I can't even
The only Google results
It's this
are the
kid-
sign.
throwing children over is 6 feet.
Oh, it's 6 feet? Oh, come on. You don't need to throw your kids over that.
You just
Are
place
people
them.
in France really that short? You just kind of like hoist them over and they just kind of slide down.
I want to know what the average height of a
What a
what
French person is
is the average height.
of a French person. It's probably, I think they're short, aren't they? Like probably 5'9".
5 feet. 5 feet
Five-
7.
5'7". Okay, so not
Just
too
me.
short. Because the average height for a guy is 5'8" in the U.S.
Is it? I thought it was 6 foot.
No, it's 5'8".
Uh,
It's okay, maybe 5'10" in the U.S. But still, 5'7", you can easily reach over a fence. It's
5
not
feet
that
9. 5 feet 9.
5'9". So yeah, it's not that high.
It's not
you
that
can
high.
Your arm, you can reach over that fence.
I feel like they probably did that. But they're over exaggerating saying they were throwing kids. Most likely.
But the fact that they need to remind people to not throw their kids,
That's just unfortunate.
I get so creative with that. Remember how we talked about Tootsie Roll cannons for Halloween? Kid trebuchets.
Kid trebuchets.
Per France. You have North Korea with the nukes. You have Russia with the polar bears, or in the Cold War. Now you have the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, child trebuchet. It's official. It's the next big thing. I'm gonna pitch it to Elon Musk. The Boring Company, the third project they have, Kid Trebuchets.
Kid trebuchets.
Yes. Moving on to the last news update of the year. Actually, it's the last news update of the year. We got the absurd Asian moment. So, this bus driver in India.
I just want to say this right now. My dad just texted me. They have the live stream up on our big screen TV in our living room, and he just says it's 3:45 in France.
Thank you so much, Mr. Slater. Thank you for telling me what time it is in France. Honestly, yeah, I kind of figured it was afternoon.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, countries around the world have some strange laws, right, RJ?
Yes.
One in India, however, has ruffled some feathers. you just saw that. You just saw the article.
Yeah.
Yeah. The story has essentials of a bad joke. A transportation worker, a bus driver. So, a transportation worker or a bus driver, a drunken man, and a pigeon all get into a bus. However, after receiving a monetary fine and a written warning, the transportation worker isn't laughing. On a typical Thursday night, a 44-year-old bus driver, rested in a seat during a long journey. This is a full-on story. Like, this is a full-on story. His government bus was the only thing that was connected to Elavati, an isolated tribal village, and the regional urban center of Harar. As the bus worked its way through a large forest, the bus driver saw transportation department inspectors waving from the side of the road. Inspectors were a typical part of his route. Neither the driver nor the conductor, who sells tickets to the passengers, expected a controversy to erupt. As one of the transportation inspectors began checking tickets, he quickly focused his attention on one passenger. This is getting boring. I'm just going to summarize the story, if that's okay, RJ.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. This is very
So,
long.
these inspectors come on the bus. They see this guy sitting there. He's holding a pigeon. He's holding a pigeon in his lap. He's just kind of chilling there with this pigeon as these three
The
inspectors
pigeon's
walk on.
not caged, too. Just want to browse.
No, he's just holding the pigeon.
Holding a
He's just
pigeon.
holding the pigeon, which is normal in India.
Yeah, it's right.
You know, people just carry around animals. So these inspectors come on. They see the guy. They go up to the bus conductor, which is apparently the guy who sells the tickets, different from the driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, can't do that. You can't have a pigeon being held by a man on the bus. Not allowed. Not allowed to here in India.
Apparently.
But it gets better. It gets better. The conductor says, or the I'm just going to call him the ticket guy, so
The
we don't
ticket
get
guy,
confused.
ticket guy, yeah,
the
yeah,
ticket guy says he didn't come onto the bus with a pigeon. He didn't come onto the bus with a pigeon.
So you're saying
No. And the guy with the pigeon backs him up. He says, "No, I just kind of picked it up from the windowsill." The pigeon, as the bus was moving, the pigeon just comes in, sits on the windowsill like a good bird. And this guy's drunk, by the way. He just kind of picks it up. He's sitting back in his nice Indian bus seat, putting his feet up. Looks at the windowsill. Oh, it's a pigeon. Two-hand grasps it.
The thing is,
Just kinda sits
why
on
was
his
the
lap.
pigeon okay with this? Is what I want to know.
I don't know. They're built different, bro.
They're built different.
But it gets better. It gets better. The conductor stated that he had not been issued the pigeon a ticket because the drunk passenger did not board the bus with the bird, like I just said. Instead, the pigeon landed on the window edge, and the man simply grabbed it. Not believing the story, the inspector cited an official government rule. The rule states conductors must charge an additional 1/4 of the standard fare for any passenger transporting 30 pigeons. Very specific rule.
So so I just can imagine the lawmaker at the time just going,
Wait. Hold. Stop that bus, sir. That man that just boarded the bus has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 pigeons. Well, instead of charging like 30 tickets, let's just do 1/4.
no, here's the thing. I just imagine like him introducing this to like, whoever makes the laws in India and just goes, so here's what I'm saying. We need a law
For
that says
transporting 30 pigeons.
I've seen too many pigeons getting on our buses for free. It's ridiculous.
No. You forgot the most important part. I've seen too many pigeons being transported in multiples of 30.
Yes. And it's so
I
frustrating.
saw 120 pigeons. That could be one extra ticket charge.
That could be so much money.
So much money for us.
Yeah. And like I don't know if you like have ever heard about like the bus. Oh, there's a little photo here.
Yeah. This thing is
People
like
ride on the
you see
top.
the double-decker bus in England.
Yes.
Take that, put it in Metro Detroit, and age it about 30 years. And take out the top layer. That's what you're looking at.
With no seats on the top.
With no seats on
With no
top.
seats. You're just sitting on kind of the top of the bus.
The conductor on the bus argued that the rule did not apply to a single pigeon. Nevertheless, the inspector wrote a memo against the bus company. This is getting way out of it.
Yeah, this is getting like
Occasionally,
over my
he
head.
fined the ticket guy an undisclosed amount of money.
I can just imagine him going home and just going to his wife and just going,
Hey, honey, I might have gotten the whole bus company in trouble with the
I
law.
really messed up.
Because this drunk guy came onto my bus and he grabbed a pigeon off the windowsill. I didn't have anything to do with it. It's like, you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when your younger sibling gets in trouble and your mom comes home
And you get
and she
blamed.
sees that the younger sibling is drunk and holding a pigeon.
And she's just like,
And the window's open and she's like, I'm charging you with 1/4 extra chores.
No, I can just imagine like if this would have happened with like my siblings, I could just imagine my mom coming home, pointing at the younger sibling and just going, then pointing back at the older sibling, pointing back and just going, "What happened?" Like there would be like I just imagine my mom being so confused. Just like,
I wouldn't. If I walked in on my kid, like at 21, like obviously, if I walked in on my kid drunk holding a pigeon, I wouldn't even be mad. I want to know how that happened.
I want to know. First of all, how would you get a pigeon?
No. First of all, catching a pigeon is hard enough.
Yes.
How'd you do it drunk? Did you drive to New York City, climb on top of the Empire State Building, grab a pigeon, drive back, and just kind of hold it there?
Well, first of all, that's a felony because it's DUI.
No, okay, you have someone else drive.
Yeah, you got someone else drive you to New York.
See, I saved the best for last today.
That's just like, it's just why? And like, you just think the inspector is taking his job too seriously.
You have one pigeon on your bus. Pigeon did not get
Ridiculous.
paid for.
Ridiculous.
What are you doing with your life? Are you trying to lose money for the Indian government?
Are you serious
Are
right
you
now?
trying to smuggle that pigeon out of India? Unbelievable.
It's just like, why?
Uh,
Because you know what this would have happened. Like,
Yeah.
not just like, stereotype. This would have happened in like New York. The bus driver would have started applauding.
no, it'd be Subway. It'd be a Subway.
This would be a Subway.
You
This-
see the Subway conductor come out of his like little thing at the end of the train.
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like,
Just start applauding. That's all you can do. When you see someone catch a pigeon out of a window, you can just start applauding.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Definitely a great story to end on for the year. This has been the Weekend Review. Thanks for tuning in. Next time, like I said, we'll be bringing you your review in 2021. I'm Tony,
I'm RJ.
and we're the Chachas bringing you the stupidest news from around the world. RJ, do we even have to say what's up next?
Yeah, so, after this liner, because we want to close with one of our favorite liners.
For the year.
Yeah, for the year. In case you didn't know,
We have a meme here at the Chach Show.
yeah, where at the end of every show,
We always end.
with an Up Montreal song. Don't know why. It just
always
It
happens.
just always happens.
We have no control over it.
But also kind of to finish everything up. This is due to me going home and us going to level 4 for the rest of the year. This will be our last show, 2020.
Finally, 2020 is almost over.
2020 is almost over. We will hopefully be back 2021.
Hopefully after
Bringing
winter
you
break.
a Serb
Winter
news.
break update.
winter break
a
update.
2-month update.
Yeah, we'll give you a nice show, just like our update from winter break.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah,
so
thanks again.
Thanks again
and
for
have a
listening
good
to
one.
us. So first of all is our favorite liner, and then we'll finish with Up Montreal. Have a great rest of your day. I gotta find it. Oh, there it is.
All right, Mr. Smith, if you'll drop your pants, we'll look under the hood.
All right, Doctor, just be careful. It's my first time.
Okay, just get in here. All right, just 1 second. A little deeper. Wait.
What the hell?
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
WMTU, it gets all up in ya.